And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast.
Whoa.
I am your host, Wayne, and sitting beside me are two lovely gentlemen, a third to join us later.
Hey, I'm Kyle. What's happening? What's happening?
I was letting you finish. I was trying to...
I had a few
just like he did on that baby.
to get out.
I'm trying to be more professional and let people finish speaking.
Oh, that's sweet. Unlike us.
And I'm Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Hi, Adam. How are you?
Hey, Wayne. How y'all?
Hey, man.
Hi,
How's it
Kyle.
going?
How are we?
Oh, great.
That's we're starting off the show like we don't even fucking know each other.
That's fine.
No, we're starting off the show
Just
like we
stop.
haven't been together for the last few minutes, but
Yeah.
That's true.
Saying hi.
That's true. But
like we just showed up and just saw each other. Like,
here we go. Hey.
like we were all going our separate ways, and then we just accidentally ran each other
Boom. Hey, where
in
you
Wayne's
been?
house.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, man, how's it going?
You had a comedy show last night that you wore
Yeah.
hardly no clothes.
Well, sure. My midriff was out, and it felt.
You know that stuff left in like 1985.
That's fine. That's fine. Let it leave in 1985 and bring it back.
Somehow,
2018.
it's more homoerotic than the time you showed up on stage just in your underwear.
Is it?
I agree.
Is it because? Is it because I have belly button showing?
I think so. I really do. I really do.
It might be because of the leopard print pattern on
That
the
was
halter
not a
top.
leopard print pattern. That was more of a fucking kente cloth Wakanda pattern. That was
Oh look! Don't try to pull
Nobody
in
in
Black.
Wakanda wears that.
Don't pull Black Panther into here.
Who cares? You know it's not leopard print.
No
Nobody knows
black
what
people
leopard
are.
print looks like.
By the way, no black people are backing you up on this.
No.
Who's
Hey,
not backing me up?
There's
on this?
there's
None of
nobody in Wakanda that's like, yes, Kyle, he is one of us. Yes.
Oh, hey, look!
Nobody's saying that.
This
I'm just
motherfucker
saying
looked like he
it's
just
not
woke
leopard
up.
print.
How's it going?
It's
Welcome to
more
the
of a
show.
kente.
All right, we're talking about Kyle's nakedness.
It's what? Oh, my belly button was out.
His
so
belly button was
motherfuckers-
showing, so we
motherfuckers
talking
was
shit
like,
about
oh,
him.
This nigga's ass naked outside yesterday.
We're just talking about how your brother
And
got.
you have the screwed up microphone, by the way, so you're gonna have to play with that wire.
I had a crop
great.
top on yesterday.
Well,
The
I mean,
person that has the most trouble.
With speaking into the mic has the fucked up.
well, how about you just? Well, you can always take that one and go in this one. That'd be all right.
Nah, that's big donkey dick mic right there.
Well, see, everybody, welcome Mr. Kevin Smith to the show.
The champ.
The champ is here, and Adam's about to give Donkey Dick some head over there. It looked like, but
No, we were talking about how your brother got 3 offers to suck somebody's dick this morning.
yeah,
3 offers.
That's what you told us when you came
you
in.
did say 2 guys hit you up.
Ain't nobody said no 3 offers to suck no dick.
Do you honestly think?
Throw me in the
Hold
goddamn
on,
ring of
hold,
fire.
hold on, my brother.
Motherfuckers hit you up on your
No,
phone.
the ring of fire is your asshole.
My phone.
Hold on, but you got hit up, right?
Yeah.
Do you honestly think that was
Just
for coffee,
saying.
motherfucker?
Just say
Hey,
why.
that's what they call it. They call it coffee nowadays.
Motherfuckers
Yeah. Why, 'cause he's
automatically
dark?
just assume
I don't
that
understand.
I gotta suck
No,
some dick
'cause
because I had
Luke
my
Cage was
belly
saying
button
that
out
shit.
last night. Jesus Christ, when y'all got hit up for any type of offering for anything?
I just want to say,
I got laid last night.
Did you? Oh, so this is like a first you ever get to come on here and be like, hey,
hey, I got laid.
Got me some
Yeah.
It's not like I was gonna bring it up, but y'all keep like this is
twice.
twice.
Now you feel
Twice.
as if you had to bring it up.
Yeah.
Twice
Yeah.
in the last.
I
Yeah.
gotta protect my
He's
manhood.
like, I'm a man. I'm a
Everybody's talking
man.
about Adam right now. Adam. I got pussy too, goddammit.
Yeah, I can do it. I
Twice
can do
you,
it.
Kelly.
Twice in the last 10 minutes, it's been suggested that I couldn't get an offer for sex.
No, I did not say that. I did not say that. I
Oh,
said
see,
you were impotent. I didn't
motherfuckers
say anything
twisting
about you
words
getting
today.
offers for
Motherfuckers
sex.
just,
I
goddamn.
know you get offers for sex. You turn them
Left
down
hand
all the
on
time. But
green,
those dudes
twisted
don't have
face
nothing to do with this
ass.
conversation.
Those dudes.
All this has been recorded. Like, we can review the tape.
We can't. I said nothing about that.
How you doing, Kevin?
I'm great. You know you done got kicked off of I Love Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah, for having your belly button out. That's too sexy.
It was. That's why she had a midriff, but it was too high.
I got lots of compliments
Here's why it was gay.
for my.
And you know, this will delve sweetly
Here's
into the
why it
first
was
topic
gay.
I
Yeah,
want to talk
I
about.
just saw a picture
It's
of a
that you-
sleeveless unitard, something that he had on. It was
No.
Hey, I don't think you're allowed to use the tard
See,
word anymore.
you said African as well. This motherfucker said leopard print.
It is leopard
Nah, it
print.
was an African unitard.
Leopard print. Where you get leopard
Your
print?
brother
from?
said
It's
it was
leopard.
Wakanda.
I have.
Okay, African.
There ain't no fucking Wakandas wearing that
I
goddamn
have
print.
the-
Go look at the
crop
movie.
top in the
Wakanda
car.
is a
Not that
big ass
tight,
man.
disc
No.
in your lip.
That was a tight ass shirt.
No, it's not. A disc in your lip.
It's
That is-
frisbee nigger,
that-
and that's what I'm gonna call that dude every time I watch that movie. I'm like, oh look, it's frisbee
He
nigger.
wasn't even Wakanda. He was a whole totally different tribe.
Here's why it was gay. It wasn't.
No.
What
it
tribe
wasn't
was he?
just.
I mean,
They were all from
they was
Wakanda,
all from
though.
Wakanda, but
Yeah.
he's a totally different tribe.
Yeah, what tribe was he?
I don't know.
the frisbee.
Corningware.
The lip plate tribe.
Lip plate. Yeah, Corningware. That's the guy who puts the big plate in his face. Corning. Like the fucking paper plate
like
you buy.
cornholing, like putting it in your butt.
No, motherfuckers.
Hey.
Like Dixie, all right?
There is a cornhole championship. You heard me?
All right.
I gotta wiggle this.
Yeah, you gotta wiggle it.
Did you know you could cornhole in the Special Olympics?
What?
That's horrible. Horrible.
Cornholing.
I'm not the one that invented that either that term or that sport.
I know.
Yeah.
Cornhole is the fucking thing you throw the goddamn bag.
Yeah, the beanbag into the hole. They had
cream corn when you
a championship of this shit, and they Facebook lived it, and I watched it for 15 to 20 minutes.
You got excited.
Man, do you know there's a...
I was like, why are people excited? Like, motherfucker did the Tiger Woods pump fist.
When he dropped one in?
Oh, he dropped all his beanbags in, and then he knocked the other nigga beanbag off the board completely. Like, his shit was teetering on that little top hole, and then he threw his shit. What the fuck?
You ever watch
He good? He's good?
Shuffleboarding is gay, too.
I enjoy it.
It's up there with fucking curling.
I don't understand what's going on. Curling, that's what I mean.
Let me tell you, when I heard the word curling, I was like, either it's
you still want to get back to the gay thing.
Either it was weightlifting or someone doing their hair.
Oh, my bad.
When I first heard the term curling, I didn't understand it.
Speaking of sports, so
yes,
the first game featuring male cheerleaders
was
in the NFL
2 weeks ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, it was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was 2 weeks.
I just saw a picture of it.
No, you're right. It wasn't 2 weeks ago because our first home game was this week. Yeah, you're right. It
so
was
wait, they had a male on
You
the
didn't know
Saints
about
team?
this?
Male Saints Station.
No.
First one.
This motherfucker looks like a giraffe.
I knew that men was supposed to be in it this season, but I didn't know that the Saints had a fucking male cheerleader.
He looks like a fucking alien. Like, if you ever saw Star Wars, the prequels, the alien that had like the head 3 feet above his fucking body.
The Jedi. You mean the Jedi who's on the thing?
That's what he looked like.
Are you about to say he's in a crop top?
I'm sure he is.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sure, but I'm sure he probably has.
He probably has. Is he that kind? Is he that kind of male cheerleader? Is he the female male cheerleader? Or is he
No,
cheerleader?
he's a dude. He doesn't have like a Saint. He has a Saint Sanctions costume,
it's not what he was
not
saying.
a uniform.
That's not.
He
what
means
saying.
is he very effeminate?
Yeah, he was
super
asking.
feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you got that.
Does he think dicks are delicious?
Female.
Probably.
I thought you were asking if he was.
There you go.
If he was trans.
No.
No, I don't think you.
I got a story.
Trying to cheerleader.
You
That's
said male to
confusing
female.
the fuck out of everybody.
No. I was saying, is he a male cheerleader or is he a female?
No. Super feminine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, the people who are trying to like make this like what's wrong with that? Like, well, you don't like gay people? No, I just don't want gay people in fucking football. That's all. Like, they can be behind the gridiron.
Wait. You don't want gay people in football. I'm sorry to tell you.
There's a lot of gay people in football.
You missed the part where I said you can be behind somebody grabbing balls.
Oh, I got you.
I'm fine with the like you're on the field and you do whatever off the field, but like not everything has to be for everybody. Like.
So you mean cheerleading?
He's discriminating against the gays.
Wait a minute. So cheerleading,
No.
which is probably the most
chauvinistic thing to do. Like,
you could go. A guy could be in cheerleading and not be perceived as gay.
No, you're trying to defend Kyle.
Don't defend me. Cheerleading.
I'm just saying
NFL cheerleading.
In general,
NFL cheerleading was made to be chauvinistic. You were out there just to please these dudes that's watching this game.
I get it.
Why are we putting this gay dude there?
I get it because it's a whole new world, bruh.
Let me clarify my position.
Gay people do watch football.
Yeah.
So let me clarify my fucking position.
Anal.
That's not a position.
Okay.
That is a place.
My bad, doggy.
Football exists. It exists for stereotypical straight masculine men. I'm not even a football fan, so I'm not even part of that fucking party.
I don't like
all right?
I don't care for it.
Because he's not straight or masculine.
For. Now, if gay people, trans people, women, whoever want to watch football, want to be part of that community, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. They sell more tickets, the more people are interested in it. However, you can join a community. That don't mean that you get to walk in and say, oh, this isn't enough for me, so now I got to change shit for me. That's where the fucking line is drawn.
Well, why do you think they changed it for them? Why do you think it was just like, hey,
No,
we want to...
I know exactly why they changed it.
Why?
So everybody could take their minds off of these niggas kneeling on the field.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly why they fucking changed
I
it.
agree
So
100% with
Now
that.
people gonna be like, oh
Wait.
shit, look at this gay guy. They're
So
gonna forget all about niggas kneeling on the field.
I agree
Number
with
one,
that statement.
That's not true at all. Number two, not the part about them not feeling that way. I'm saying that they won't forget about it. But here's the thing.
They're gonna be more outraged about the fucking fag jumping around.
I don't think so.
Oh, that was an aggressive word. My bad.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
All that's going to happen is
So aggressive.
less and less people are going to watch football the more you do all this shit.
The way that you
I
jump
really-
back.
I
without
really
calling him a
doubt
fag.
that.
Then people are gonna start watching rugby.
Oh no,
I think there'll
fags
be
are
more.
not playing rugby.
I think there'll be more people watching.
No, dykes are playing rugby.
All right, slow it down. We got 3 people talking.
So
First off, I said I think there'd be more people watching because you have more certain groups that'll go watch it. Extra.
Those people weren't interested in the first place.
Nobody's
You'll be
going,
surprised.
You're not picking up extra fans because you got a better cheerleader.
Oh no! I
is
agree
he a
with
better
that.
cheerleader because he's a guy?
No, I'm not saying better. I'm just saying, the fags are gonna think.
Today.
Let's be honest. As far as he could be an amazing dancer, I'm sure he is.
Why is he gotta be
Nobody
a
gives a
dancer?
shit
He's
about the
cheerleader.
dancing. They just want to see
He
hot women
cheers.
wearing like tight clothes. Those women could just
And
stand
that
on the
one
field and
guy.
bend over, and everybody be like, "That's the sensations. Go girls."
But do they not have a guy to come partner stunt and shit? Is he?
All right.
He's not that guy though. But what if he was that?
All
guy?
right, hold on.
The guy that came.
I understand where you're going with that, but my thing is this: when you go to a fucking football game, because I know you've never been to one,
Yes, I have.
do you actually see the cheerleaders?
Uh,
No, motherfucker, you
Yeah,
800
it
miles
depends.
in the goddamn
it
ceiling.
depends. I've never been to a Saints game. I've been to a football
Hey,
game.
Even on the ground, they're like nowhere to be found.
You're not proving your point because the motherfuckers that's buying those seats to where they can see the cheerleaders
Right.
don't want to see that dude.
Well, no, but still, even
know
when
what's
you're on,
supposed to be
I've had
effect?
50-yard line seats before, and I still didn't know where they were.
Oh, you still couldn't see them.
No,
So
it's like they're just there to fucking
But
show
that's
off
here.
for the
that's
damn
here. That's
crowd.
not fucking.
So why do it in the first place then?
That's not Dallas. See, Dallas, everybody sees
Well,
their
they
fucking
got, they got a
cheerleaders.
900 fucking
Well,
yard
they sell-
screen too.
They sell posters and they also send the girls out for events and shit.
Right,
like
right,
that.
So this dude gonna take pictures with the sensations?
100.
You gonna-
You think that they can't exclude him?
Yes, you can.
Ah.
Well, I'm not saying.
I'll
like,
take a
Doing this
picture
all
with him.
over the board or just.
I don't know if every team has it, but a lot of them do.
Yeah,
Is it, so this is just happening.
it's just a groundbreaking thing. It just happened this
Yeah,
year.
Yeah.
they announced it 2 months ago?
Yeah, something like that.
And
Yeah,
like I
'cause-
said, the dude looks like a fucking alien.
I didn't see him.
Forget his sexuality. He looks like a goddamn alien.
Hey,
Oh, he needs to look better to be.
you're gonna get your show taken away, calling that man an alien.
I agree.
What show do you have that's just gonna get taken away? Why are we taking away shows? Who's doing this?
What, the show that we were supposed to do? You taking it away from me?
No,
We ain't done it yet?
because
Oh.
motherfuckers getting shows and movies taken away from him for you
For saying
calling
crazy
people,
shit, yeah.
Just because
Oh, yeah.
he's different, you can't talk about this motherfucker. Like you gotta be a straight Aryan white person.
Or you get
for
your
to
shit
be
taken
able to
away.
get taken. Yeah, for you to get talked about, you gotta be pure white.
Yep.
You gotta be that white that was not tainted by anything else. You gotta be that Norwegian Thor white. That shit.
So we all
John,
fucked.
Papa John had his shit taken from him.
Oh, he's
Hey,
gonna get it.
he's
He's gonna
not
get
that
it.
all the way white. He got a little bit of
Have you seen John Schnatter? First of all, his name's Schnatter.
Schneider.
Schnatter.
So that means he's Jewish.
I don't know. I would
That's
guess
not.
so.
Hey, that's
I
not
would
all the
guess
way
so.
white. That's whiny white.
Whiny
That's
white.
Yeah, that's whiny white.
That's why because half
Jews
a million
wine.
of them got
You better
burned.
be careful. That sounded like you were saying Jaime Town.
Jaime. Who? Wait.
You don't know about this?
No. What's Jaime?
You don't know about this?
Jaime?
That's what Al Sharpton, one of the first things he was famous for, he called New York Jaime Town, like
Which is
Jaime being a Jewish
Jewish
name.
thing.
He was basically calling New York Jewtown.
That's when he was trying to.
Niggas not
that chick
knowing
got
better.
raped and she really didn't.
No, I think that was later.
Yeah.
Talk about Tawana Brawley, I think her name was.
That motherfucker became famous on a lie.
Speaking of transgenders earlier, do you guys ever watch the show Shameless? Have you ever seen
I
that?
No,
used to.
I've heard
I kind
about it.
of stopped watching it, but it was good.
Do
I watched
you
it.
remember? I don't know. I've only watched a bit of it, and I know this guy is in there. There's a guy who dates the guy who plays the Joker in Gotham. You know, the redheaded kid from Gotham.
Okay,
Anybody
why
watch
don't you
that?
just stick to the character from Shameless?
Well, I don't know the kid's name. I don't watch the show
Okay,
that
but
often, but it's
you don't know the
it's the
character?
redheaded Gallagher's son in.
Yeah, the one who
Liam.
the
Liam.
is
Yeah,
the
that's
name
him.
of the show.
All right. Well, the guy who dates him is supposed to
One
be
of the sons is gay, and like the early stories are about him
like really
trying to hide it, and
hide
like
his gay stuff,
and his
it's
older
really
brother
fucked up.
tries to straighten him up by getting like the class whore to
Yeah.
suck him off in front of her mom.
Yeah, it's crazy shit, dude. It's
Why would
super...
that? Wouldn't that make you a little bit more gay?
Dude, you gotta watch.
He couldn't get it hard.
This show is
couldn't get
fucking
hard.
crazy. But anyway, the guy who
Nah, that's you gay if you're not.
that
getting
guy
hard.
dates a transgender guy in the show.
Oh, really?
Well, it's a whole long storyline.
So
but anyway,
here's what's annoying about transgenders. When you say he's dating a transgender guy, you mean a female to male transgender?
yeah.
Okay.
So in the whole storyline is he's all weirded out by it because she
Wait.
still has a vagina and all
Well,
this other
that's
stuff.
what
Yeah. So it's kind
I
of a
don't
weird.
think
It's
you
a weird
just
thing.
You just dating a chick that like looking like a dude. That's not
Right. But it's more
But he's
complicated
gay.
than that. Yeah, it gets more complicated. But
By the way,
anyway,
Jeff D has a joke about that I rather enjoy.
See, that's the whole
That-
problem with the whole label thing. Because you can't fucking stop what you attracted to.
Right.
You attracted to that motherfucking look. Now you find out, oh, you ain't got the right parts. But I can't stop this
Well, it's-
attraction for you.
It's just like
Like, if you
lesbians that
didn't
do
know-
that.
yeah, lipstick.
Like,
Lipstick.
yeah, you'll see a lipstick look like a gorgeous lesbian, and then she's with somebody who looks like she could bench press me. You
Yeah.
know?
But
Well-
I guess they got a more feminine touch just by nature, I guess. And they like that feminine touch. I don't understand.
I think people just have like really fucked up, confused
Right.
like minds that just they don't know what they're doing.
Well, my whole aspect behind this, the bringing up that show was yesterday they had the oddities convention at the Ilario Center yesterday with like
Yeah.
all the crazy like pigs and jars and all kind of shit like that.
Yeah, I saw you send me that invitation. I was
Yeah.
like, no, this is not for me.
Well, that guy was there walking around, just hanging out. You know, I didn't know he was from here or anything like that. We didn't go talk to him because I didn't really want to bother the dude because he is a guy. He's a dude playing a transgender. He's not really.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
not
Scarlett
really.
Johansson got in trouble.
Yeah, he's not a transgender. But
Y'all know about that, huh? Scarlett Johansson got basically kicked off a movie because she
Well,
was going to
she-
play a transgender.
Yeah.
Didn't she stop? She didn't get kicked off. She got
She did,
they got that hate.
she got
shit
enough
on the
pressure that
internet.
she
Yeah.
just
she had to
gave
leave
in.
it. Yeah.
What happened?
Scarlett
So she-
Johansson was supposed to be playing a tranny.
In a
like,
movie.
It was a movie like to bring awareness
To
to
transgenders.
trannies. Now
But the
that's
transgender people,
was like,
the
oh, you should've
transgender
got a
movement
tranny.
got mad because they're transgender actors who can't get work. It was, it's so. I mean,
Like
hey,
they do with midgets and Asians and black people?
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Oh, yeah?
But
Yeah.
now it's their turn to complain.
But no, but like, wouldn't it would bring more attention to your fucking cause if you got Scarlett Johansson
right to
as the
play.
tranny.
Yeah.
and I think the
instead
movie.
of fucking Bob Michelle,
Who is nobody.
just became a tranny.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody would go and see that. But since they got Scarlett Johansson as the tranny,
Maybe it might get a little more
Yeah, I
I
publicity.
think the movie actually got canceled too afterwards.
Probably.
yeah, I don't think they're making a movie at all.
But
And here's the thing. You know what? I can get behind that. If you feel like if you're gonna have a transgender character, it should be a transgender actor. Fine, that's fine. We can't make movies anymore because 90% of Hollywood is gay, and gay people now can't play straight people.
90% of Hollywood? I thought 90%.
Like maybe
to
70%.
well, he's just stating the fact
was
that
all gay. I
No,
always thought
well,
Hollywood
no.
was just
Yeah,
always gay.
Yeah,
With
wherever you get your
the
nut
fact
from
that he's
wherever you
posting
get
is
your
the
nut from.
fact that like you're right. If we can't do that with that movie, why the hell can gay people play straight men and
Didn't
you know?
fucking Brad Williams say he did not have a problem with the midgets on fucking Snow White? Because
Oh,
none of them were midgets.
on Snow
Yeah,
White.
Snow
Yeah,
Oh, that-
that Snow
Everybody
White and the
was-
Huntsman shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like the voice actors in the original Snow
Oh
White.
no,
I was like, how does he know?
Digitalized midgets.
because like one of them was the Hemsworth, wasn't it?
One of them was the dude from Shaun of the Dead. The fat dude from Shaun of the Dead.
yeah,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but
Nick Frost, I think.
yeah, that's him.
Oh, thank you.
how many besides Warwick Davis
Mm-hmm.
and
Warwick Davis.
Vern
Tyrion.
not Vern? 'Cause
Oh yeah,
he's dead.
I can't think of his name. Tyrion Lannister.
yeah.
That guy. Besides them two, where you gonna get the other five?
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah,
Peter
No,
Dinklage.
there
And
are.
Brad Williams. That's three. So where you gonna get the other 4 from?
There are midget actors. There's just not a lot of them.
But I mean, how many can act as well as the motherfuckers that they put in the shit?
Exactly.
It's a small world, man.
Exactly.
There's a whole family.
I don't know, man.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, but that don't mean these motherfuckers could act.
I get the point.
I mean, in the other one.
I just think with
Hit Boss.
with the trying to shame somebody and get them forced off a project because you think you should have a job. That's the part where I'm like, hold up, fucking chill the fuck out.
But like,
and by the way, I wasn't even gonna see the movie anyway. I don't fucking have any interest in going to see some movie about transgenderism.
When are these motherfuckers gonna find out that these protesters have no fucking power at all? Motherfuckers still gonna go
she
see.
lost her job or she had to quit the job
because she stopped on her own. I bet you if they still went through with the movie, still fucking put that bitch through,
I guarantee the movie would make a lot of
went
money.
and seen it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Why motherfuckers worrying about these goddamn internet warriors
Here's
talking
the thing.
shit on the internet?
Everybody
Even
wants
if
to
she
be
went through with the
famous for that
movie,
1 minute.
there's a good chance that if they put up enough pressure, the studio would have shut the movie down.
And they'd have lost a lot of fucking money. A lot of money.
Studios do that shit all the time.
Why is Powder still on TV? Why that still get to get played?
What's Powder?
The
That was
movie
that
Powder?
where Johnny
That's a
Depp was like
great.
an albino.
It's not Johnny
That
Depp.
was-
Not Johnny
Oh, I
Depp.
was about to say, was that Johnny Depp?
That's
No,
that's
that's some dude.
Sean Patrick Flannery from
Oh, okay.
Boondock
Alright.
Saints.
Sorry.
He was the one that wasn't fucking what's his name from The Walking Dead.
The movie, the movie was about the fucking core premise of Nambla. That's what the movie was about.
Wait.
The man boy
Are we
movement.
talking about the movie where somebody was like
Yes.
literally like an albino?
Yes.
That was about
Association of
Nambla?
Man
And he got
Boy
killed by
Love.
This
lightning.
motherfucker had the little teeth and shits that's in your body that the Nambla people think that's why you gotta fuck little kids so you can live forever.
Wait. Say that line again.
The thetans, or that might
I
be
think you're thinking of Scientology.
Well, there's something inside little kids. That's what Nambla
It's a grown
believes.
man.
Well, they believe that if you fuck these kids, you could get this fucking fountain of youth shit out
Well,
of
you
them.
know, that's what the ancient Greeks believed.
Yeah.
They used to have
That's why they
young
was
boys.
fucking boys in the back.
They would have young boys
They
suck
had,
them off because they would tell them,
They got an
like, if
African
you suck
tribe
my
that does
dick,
that.
you get power. You get my wisdom.
The semen warriors of Papua New Guinea.
Mm-hmm.
They make them suck dick to become.
I just want to say. Hold on.
Elder Warriors.
I want to know
Wait,
why.
I want to see a movie called Just the Semen of the Elder Warriors.
Injustice.
I want to know why you boys read or watch shit about men sucking some dick.
Read about it.
Yeah, he had to
told
do
us
a
about it.
report.
I used to be really interested in like Greek mythology and all that, and like that was
I got you.
Athens. I think the Athenians did that.
That's fucking weird.
But I mean,
I knew that shit happened. I
and
was
the
just kinda like,
director
God damn.
of Powder was a convicted child molester.
Well, let's not
Wait,
get
hold
ourselves.
on.
There's a lot of
Every
child
director.
molesters in Hollywood.
Not convicted though.
That we know of.
Like he was convicted way before the movie came out.
I mean, fucking
But they
Roman
fired James Gunn.
Roman
He didn't touch
Polanski.
Roman
nobody.
Polanski, like,
He
fucked
murdered-
a 13-year-old girl in the ass.
But
And then
Roman
murdered somebody.
Polanski can't come back. He ran.
They're trying to get him back now.
Hey, they're trying to get him back. I think they're trying to bamboozle him and get him back. And be like, ha ha,
No,
old motherfucker.
No. The Hollywood actors are constantly trying to put pressure on the justice system to let him come back.
To let him come back so he can make
They
more
love
movies.
him.
Oh,
They love
yeah.
Woody Allen.
Yeah, Woody Allen. That is
Woody
pretty
Allen's
gross.
still in America.
He probably didn't
Yeah,
do
but,
nothing illegal.
he
but
fucked
it's still
his-
gross.
He did illegal. Have you ever seen a recent Woody Allen movie? Every movie he does is about his old ass fucking a hot young
chick,
girl.
Yeah. But
It's in your face. He's just
in
like,
your
I
in your
did it.
head, you know that he had to do something with when she was a little girl. But publicly, they did not get together until she was old. It's still creepy and gross because that's your daughter. That's your daughter wife. That's gross.
I don't think that's that should be okay there, buddy.
But it's not illegal though. So he
You know
didn't.
what's funny? It's literally his daughter wife.
Yeah,
it is.
his
It
daughter
is,
wife.
yeah.
Because you don't stop that from being. You raised her. They have a picture of him sitting, I think, at a concert with her sitting on his lap as a little kid, and then they put a side-by-side picture of them at a Lakers game or something, holding hands. That is gross as fuck.
I bet
Not illegal.
I bet when she was sitting on his lap, she had a big old smile on her face.
He's Jewish guy, man.
Jewish Santa's got a present for you.
Jewish Santa. Who is Jewish Santa? What's his name?
I don't know. Jaime Town. Whatever.
Fucking town.
Anyway. So yeah, I made Kyle watch something
Oh God.
earlier.
Was it just me that watched it?
He didn't tell me
The
to.
other two, well, I didn't know for sure Kevin was gonna come. So
He came on.
In your mouth.
I mean, if that was the case, then he did it in front of both of y'all.
Jaime
Y'all
Town.
watched.
That's all right.
Hey,
At
well,
least we just
we didn't
watched.
Stop it from coming in your mouth.
So everybody's participating in gay shit in this room, right? That's what we all doing up here.
Pretty much.
No,
Like I think y'all are creepier for watching another dude get bust in his mouth, and y'all just sitting there just. Oh,
Well,
okay.
hold on. Do
We're
you
gonna
want us? Do you want us
Let
to
it
stop?
happen. Let it happen.
Stop it, Kevin! Don't do that.
Don't do that.
How about y'all
Get
just
up,
take yourself out the situation? No, y'all gonna sit there and talk about it?
This is really about to
Whatever.
happen.
We're all friends here.
Just so I can go ahead and mention things. Like, remember when you came in his mouth and none of us stopped it?
It's none of us
that
stopped.
hurts.
I really wish you wouldn't have told that story at my birthday party. My mama didn't need to hear that, Kyle.
So, all right, what did you make
If I ever
Kyle
get married,
watch?
if I ever get married, that's the speech that you gotta give.
Remember that
Oh, motherfucker! I was about to watch that because I was scrolling through
was
and I was like,
sad
"Oh, it's
shit.
on fucking here."
It was sad.
time? What are you talking about?
The shit that he made you watch.
Yeah.
That's from the makers
Who
of
is that?
the
You
makers
don't
of
know
The
who that,
Simpsons.
you don't know who that was in the movie?
What are
No,
y'all
it's not.
talking about?
Okay, all right. Well,
It's
slow
a
down.
movie?
Shh,
I'm
slow
lost.
it down. Okay. So I was watching a video of this. It was a YouTube video of this guy reviewing this scene from a movie called "Women Aren't Funny."
Okay.
It's a documentary. It's based on. Somebody asked Adam Carolla years ago, "Who's funnier, men or women?" And he's like, "That's not really a good question. Like that's not really how it works." And they were like, "Well, just play with me. Like that's not. I'm
Play
wrong.
with me.
Just humor me. That's what I meant. Just humor me." And so he says, "Well, I mean, if you're gonna make, I guess in general, men are funnier than women." And so all the feminists took that and started saying Adam Carolla says women aren't funny, and he was like, "That's not what I said. But if you're gonna sit there and ask me to choose in general who's funnier, men or women, it's men, and empirically that's true." So feminists made a documentary called "Women Aren't Funny."
Nice.
And one of the so this YouTuber was reviewing a clip from that movie where this female comedian puts on a obviously fake beard
Yeah.
and like a hat
Thick
and
ass
glasses.
eyebrows. And she thickened her eyebrows.
Yeah, and it was clearly, it was like Saturday Night Live
you
bad.
can definitely tell it
costume.
was a chick.
Wow.
And so she introduces herself as Bonnie,
Bunny.
something Mac.
Bunny Mac.
Bernie.
Not
No, wait.
Bunny.
Yeah, Bernie Mac.
It was supposed to sound like Bernie Mac. She's a comedian named Bonnie McFarlane.
Okay.
And so she changed it a little. I forget.
Bunny. She said Bunny.
Was it Bonnie?
That's fucking whatchamacallit wife, huh?
Rich Voss.
Rich Voss.
Rich
Yeah.
Voss.
That's the guy in it.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I was
Rich
like, I
Voss'
know the
wife.
dude, but I was like, I don't really know.
So she goes on stage, and like the guy just showed clips. I didn't watch the whole thing. The guy just showed clips from her on stage,
Oof.
and it
Was it good?
wasn't horrible. It wasn't good.
It wasn't horrible.
But her premise was.
Did she do her own act though? Did she do?
No, I think she wrote material.
She
Specifically
wrote material.
for it.
So see, that's
Here's
a
the
fucking
thing.
cop out.
So her premise was, as a female comedian, I can't get respect. If I go on stage as a guy, I'm gonna get a lot more laughs for doing basically what I do. And it didn't turn out that way. And she ends up crying in the street. And so her husband, Rich Voss, who's a very famous comedian, well, upper tier comedian, not super famous, but famous enough, is like consoling her, and he's like, "No, you did well. You got some laughs. You know, you're funnier as a woman than you are as a man, but you know."
Damn.
And
that's what I'm saying. Why didn't she do her act
I don't think it would have
as that dude?
because she was trying to do like jokes. Well, some of them, yeah, you're right. Some of them were just.
Yeah, some of them just fell through. It did not work.
But
I mean,
she has an act. She
yeah,
is
she
funny.
does, but what she's trying to do.
She's trying to do it as a
she's
guy.
trying to do it as a guy. So
But if
she's
you're doing
coming
it-
off with her jokes
as a woman.
But see,
as
that
a man.
wouldn't be her fucking point.
No.
Like if you saying that,
She
I'm not
said-
as funny
I know
as
what
a
you're
woman
saying.
as a
You're
man.
saying-
Why wouldn't you do the exact same act?
Because
get you.
odds are her act has more to do with being a woman.
Yeah.
Right.
Because what she did some real men like jokes, and she was like,
But-
I got a
But
mercy.
they weren't specifically about being a man. They
No.
were just what she would perceive as men. And honestly, they were funny premises that if she did that at an open mic, that's what she basically did.
But if
she
she
did
was
it like
an
it was an
actual
open mic.
dude, she probably could have pulled it off. Like you can't be.
No,
How you a chick
no.
writing
No.
jokes
She could have
as
pulled
a
it off
dude?
if she had actually put effort into
Yeah,
it,
it did-
regardless
it
of
didn't
whether she was a
sound-
man or a woman. And that's the problem.
Oh,
Is
you
the
said
premise.
she didn't put any effort into the
No,
joke
she did it like it was an
as
open
a-
mic.
as a dude. But I mean, she's writing jokes as a dude, and you used to writing jokes like you have a certain style of how you writing your jokes, and then you go and change it and try to write it as a dude and expect that you're gonna get the
See,
same
the
kind
thing
of.
is, jokes is jokes. When you become a comedian, you should just be able to write jokes. So regardless of who you
What
write
sex
jokes
you
for,
are.
how you writing jokes, just like if you're doing roast battle jokes, just like if you understand that, this is a certain crowd that I'm about to go to is more pertained towards the black audience, or this is more pertained towards a mixed Spanish audience or something like that. You have certain jokes for that. So just to say that, like she wanted to be a comedian, but she wanted to put herself in the sense of like, I'm about to be a male comic,
Right.
and these are the jokes that I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell what I would feel as if would be men type.
A male joke.
Male jokes, and that's what she
And
did.
again, they were pretty decent premises.
Yeah.
They weren't. Her jokes didn't land, but that's because, like, you can't just like her premise was, if I just go on stage, I can say anything and I'll get laughs because that's what happens for male comedians, which is bullshit.
That's not
You
true
can
at
go
all.
to any open
You
mic
gotta
and
try.
see that.
Why did they put this in the movie if that wasn't proving their point?
That's a good
fuck
question.
That. Don't
I
edit it out.
haven't
Don't
seen the
edit
whole
that part out. But hey,
documentary.
motherfuckers do that shit. They edit the parts out that don't
The way
fit with
they
their
want to
premise.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's
Well-
very nice of them to actually leave that part in the fucking
Well,
movie.
I would assume that the reason they left it in was because there's a part afterwards where whoever's filming it is filming on Rich Voss, consoling her, and she's like breaking down and said like, maybe I should quit. I'm not funny as a female comedian. I can't be funny as a male comedian. And I guess the point is like, this is what the comedy industry does to women. I guess
Wouldn't that be just you?
No,
That's
if
not
she
true.
would've went-
logically.
If
That would
she
be
would've
just
went
your
out-
experience because they have other famous women.
Yeah. that's
if
not
she
true at
would've went
all.
out there and like actually presented herself and actually gave a fuck about like doing the jokes, and she put effort into it, she just kind of went up there and sloppily.
It's like, here I am, blah, blah,
Don't
blah,
they have
blah,
their
blah,
own
blah.
podcast?
Yeah, they do. It's not good.
Do they fight all the time? Are they fussing all the time?
It's okay. So the only reason I've heard this is because that show that I've mentioned a few times, WATP,
Yeah.
reviewed an episode of their show, and it's literally like a couple that's been married for 20 years.
Ooh.
Right before they go to bed, like they don't have anything to talk about. They're just like, I gotta go to the laundry today.
Oh,
Okay,
Push
All
fucking
right.
Tommy got a damn show.
Yeah, CBS.
yeah. Wayne doesn't know that. They're talking about Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know if that's gonna work
That's
on
a-
CBS. Like that's to me that's like
CBS is too wholesome of a station
yeah.
for them to.
They need to go to Netflix.
Yeah,
I would
they
think
do need to go to
Netflix would be a
Netflix.
little bit better, but CBS gets more people watching.
Yeah, but if your show gets canceled in the first season because CBS is the 2.5 Men in Big Bang Theory network.
That's
it
the
ain't
big
the
money.
Tom Segura like and Christina Pajitsky,
So,
your mom's house network.
CBS, they could put it on CBS. Everybody could
Shit.
see it who needs to see it.
You get the
And then if it gets
aboard.
canceled, somebody else could take it.
You're,
You get the
you're thinking
mommies
of
on
this.
board.
You're thinking of this from like a logical like you're thinking of this from perspective like let's the four of us go make our own show on our own and then pitch it to
No,
the
I'm
network.
looking at it like how
What
they
I'm
did
saying
with
is,
Supergirl.
this is
Supergirl
their-
came on CBS, and then everybody was like, "Ugh."
But
And
what
then
I'm
the
saying
WB
is,
took it.
but it's not a comedy. The problem is
Okay.
CBS is going to go in and say, this is how our shows go. These are our show notes. You need to make those changes. They're going to, I guarantee you, they're
And
going to butcher that show.
And if you
make
don't
something
like
else.
it, you can go fuck yourself. Is basically
And
what
the
they're
Our
doing.
director-
audience is 2.5 Men, not your mom's house. You need to be more 2.5 Men. And then when people see that, they're going to think, oh, this is the show they made.
The
Instead
director
of,
is a director from another comedy, but I think the comedy was on FX.
I don't know, man.
FX has the movies.
FX is really fucking good with their content right now.
Mm-hmm. Hulu and Amazon. If you can find a good one on there, man, they got some good movies on there.
Amazon does?
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
Amazon also has some really shit movies on
They
there.
also
do.
have some really shit movies.
I watched
It's a
Valerian
gem
in
when you can
4K.
find it.
How was that?
What? I love the fuck out of Valerian. Even though people hate that shit, I love the
'cause
fuck out of
it's a
Valerian.
garbage
I like
movie.
Valerian.
I want to see it
You
because
watching
I've
the
not seen it
4K?
yet.
Where'd you watching the 4K at?
On my TV, it's free on Prime.
Nice.
Oh.
Amazon Prime free 4K.
Are you
Ultra
sure?
HD, yes.
It streams in 4K.
Yes, it's Ultra HD. That's one of the 4 movies
Okay.
that Amazon Prime has.
That's
How's
a
that
lot of
look?
data
On your
to
Prime
stream.
on your Prime Video. I mean, it's not a lot of data if they have it and they're streaming it to somebody. Yeah, it's still the same amount of data. It's not like pulling it down because that shit it doesn't buffer or anything.
Well, either way, but that's a movie that was already made. I'm talking about the movies that people make for Amazon.
Oh no, those aren't gonna be
Those
in
are
4K. No.
No,
all of
I'm
them
saying those movies. A lot of those movies are garbage.
Those aren't
Yeah,
like
no,
half
not quality, just like not visual quality, just like the movie itself. Yeah, terrible. They got
What you call this an Amazon show?
you talking about John Claude?
Yeah.
No, not everything. Not everything. On
This is the
Amazon.
greatest
Like,
box
you
of
can
movies
find
you'll
the
ever
channel.
watch.
Toxic's top 10.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Trauma.
It's trauma
Toxic
films.
Avenger?
No, yeah, it was in there.
What was the name of? What was it? Toxic Crusaders was the name of the
The
superhero
cartoon.
group?
Yeah.
Oh, they never made a movie about that.
No, it was all his cartoons. Dead dudes. There's some bad shit in here, dude.
But why they call it Toxic?
I
For
might
the
have
Toxic
told y'all.
Avenger, right?
Yeah.
I might have told y'all about the Amazon Prime movie that I watched that had Chris Pratt before he.
Oh, a fat Chris Pratt.
He was always a little pudgy.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, it was
you
Fat
know.
Chris Pratt.
Fat Chris Pratt.
I mean, fair enough, whatever. But it's this movie where he's a porn addict, and him and his buddy get sucked into a porn universe. It starred Denise Richards was in like
Cock
5
knocker?
minutes.
Cock knocker.
No, that's
No?
Luke Skywalker.
But it's like their adventures through porn land or something like that, and then like he just decides to stay because his dad turned out to be the world's most famous porn star who created this magical universe. This is the type of movie that's on Amazon Prime.
I need to see this movie. What's the name of it?
Fertilize the blaspheming bombshell.
No, not that.
Oh.
Hey Siri, what is the Chris Pratt porn movie?
I couldn't find exactly what you were looking for.
That's
Maybe
because you
she's
have her in
movies
that
with Chris
dumbass
Pratt.
accent. That's why she couldn't find it.
Yeah, you should change your OS so you can fuck it.
Let's see.
We watched Ex Machina this weekend, and then
Man, I want to watch it
you
again.
had and then after that we watched Her.
Was
that's
the Ex
Have you
Machina
seen
good?
Her?
No,
Oh,
I do
okay.
not want to watch that.
Don't watch it, dude. I watched the
This
whole
motherfucker
thing.
carrying around a damn sex doll,
Yeah.
acting like it's his
No,
real
a
girlfriend.
sex doll. She ain't even real, my
It's
nigga.
his phone, bro.
It's an earpiece that he got in, and she talking to him.
That's Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah.
Clip. Yeah.
I thought it was a sex doll.
No, ain't no
He
sex
just talking
doll.
to a fucking
Yeah.
computer.
He's talking to Siri.
It's even more dumb. And this is 2013. So it's like, what the fuck?
You don't
are
even
y'all
have the
doing?
advanced Siri.
No.
You got the one that can't tell you shit.
All you did was change this British nigga voice to a female. Now you busting on yourself? What are we doing in this fucking movie?
It's called Deep in the Valley. That's the Chris Pratt movie.
Ah.
Oh, you know what movie was very good and then you was like, oh, that's fucked up, was Upgrade.
Oh, I didn't see Upgrade.
I never
Man,
watched it.
Upgrade was a good damn movie. And the dude, the actor,
I wanted
his
to
little
see
fight
Upgrade.
scenes, I was like, okay, this is a new take on a fight scene, and you are convincing the fuck out of me. Because, like, his fight scenes he's an upgrade. So-
he can do extra shit.
No, he's not doing it. It's a computer that's in him
Oh.
that's doing it. So, he doesn't have control over it, but his body is moving.
Ah.
This motherfucker make you think like, oh, he don't have control of this, and his body's just moving.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
like he did a good job at that fucking acting. It looks
Hardcore
like
Henry is pretty cool.
I enjoyed
It's
that
on
movie.
Netflix.
It's kind of a weird
Hardcore Henry.
first-person shooter.
I didn't watch the whole thing because when I first turned it on, it started making my eyes go, oh shit.
Yeah.
You mentioned Her. There's a Netflix show, I can't think of the name of it right now. Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Y'all ever watched any of that?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's fucked
I
up.
watched
shit.
all of them.
Okay, so you saw the episode with Haley Atwell with the dead husband.
I didn't see that one.
Haley Atwell.
Haley Atwell's the chick
Oh.
from Captain America with the big ass titties, Agent Carter.
And she fucking made her husband into the...
Right. So the premise of the episode is that like her husband dies young, and it's actually the dude from Force Awakens, Dominic Gleeson or something like that.
It's terrible that
And,
you know all these names.
Why is that terrible?
That's what I was thinking too.
So
Funny.
every person that you came across,
Force
you fucking-
Awakens.
You had that first and last name rattled off.
I know
like a
Haley
football
Atwell
team.
because I love them titties.
Oh, that's true.
She's got beautiful titties.
But then you also named some other person who
was a dude.
I didn't even have the name.
He loves those
totally
titties
right.
too.
Maybe I do. Anyway, so her husband dies, and she's grieving, and she can't get over him. And a friend of hers goes to her and says, "There's this service that you can pay that will make it feel like he's still alive." And basically, they access his email and they email you. So she does that, and she kind of gets
It
addicted.
wasn't just his email.
Well, that's how it started. There's levels. So she gets addicted, and so the second level, if you upgrade to the next level,
It sure the fuck was. You get
they
your text
they
messages
take
and your
his
Facebook
audio.
and shit.
Yeah, so he'll call you. You can hear his voice.
That's fucked up.
And the
Hey,
third
that's
level,
pretty creepy right there. That's creepy as fuck.
It
because
is.
they call you from like, didn't they call you from their number?
I don't remember, but
Because she got a call and was like, well, hello? And she
Oh
was,
yeah, because it was instantaneous. As soon as she agreed.
yeah, as soon as she agreed, motherfucker called.
So then the final level is they have an android that you send them pictures and all this shit, and they recreate him. All of this from his digital imprint, like Facebook. All
But
that shit.
yeah.
you are a computer, so that dick is computer dick.
Right, so
and
he-
it's
he
the best in the world.
He fucks her brains out.
Because he can't stop. He just, you good? Okay. Then he just lay there. She, woo! Yeah. But then you're still a fucking android.
Yeah, and it just gets creepier and creepier.
I need to see
Like,
that
stand
episode. I haven't seen
there
that
and,
yet.
like, not go to sleep or some
Right,
shit.
so he was like watching her, yeah, because he couldn't go to sleep.
He was like, I
Yeah.
don't need sleep.
That's strange.
And
But
the
You
show-
sitting down
she-
there eating, he not eating with you, you just sitting there looking like,
I won't give
she
away.
paid for this, right?
I won't give
Yeah.
away the ending, but
Yeah, don't, because I want to
you
watch it.
basically like it starts off as like feeling kind of like a good thing because it feeds that addiction and like
Yeah.
almost gets rid of the grief, but very quickly she realizes like it's not really him,
Yeah.
and then she has to make a decision at the end that's really
that's
fucked
like
up.
the one with that chick that died and they put him inside your eyeball.
Oh.
They put, like, right before she died, they
Like
put
a
the
chappy.
memories inside of the eyeball so she was able to see out of her husband's eyes.
Wait, you talking about the episode? You talking about Black Mirror, right?
Yeah.
No,
And
I
she
think you're
was able
confused.
to-
Are you talking about the episode where everybody had like instant review because their contact lenses recorded everything, and the husband recorded her like made her show him the video of her cheating on him?
Whoa, that's fucked up.
No.
Okay, because that was like season one. Is like the whole idea was like instead of camera phones, everybody will have contact lenses that record everything, and you can project your memories onto like TVs and stuff.
No,
like
this
that.
one, this chick died. She was with her husband and she died and they had like a little baby. And they told, like, I think she was brain dead or some shit. And they told him that, hey, we could save her and she could experience everything that you experienced, but she'll be in your head. And she could talk to his fucking ass.
That's crazy. Kind of like fucking what was it, Cortana from Halo, the little
Yeah.
microchip in his
See,
head.
she could talk to him and be like, hey, go give the baby a hug. Or go pick the baby up so I can smell it. Like he'll smell the baby and she could feel it. But it's like she was sitting in the couch looking at a big ass screen, which was what he was seeing.
That's the thing. Like
This motherfucker wind up getting a girlfriend.
Black Mirror is about is real hard. Like
It's a
all
hard show to watch,
psychological. I can't watch a lot of those
Hey,
episodes.
that one was kind of creepy. Cause matter of fact, you seen the one I think it was called Crocodile with Shuri at the that went into the little place. and she went into this. It was like a sideshow shop that had every Black Mirror shit in it.
That's cool.
Like, and they had this little teddy bear in there, and they told a story about that's where the teddy bear came, because the bitch that was inside the dude's head, he went and got a girlfriend, and the girlfriend was like, nah, fuck that bitch.
So he put her in the fucking
put her
teddy
inside
bear.
that fucking teddy bear.
Wow.
And then got rid of the fucking
What were you
teddy
gonna
bear.
say?
Yeah, well, the whole premise of her is motherfucker is distraught because his wife divorces him, and so he gets an OS. He pays for an OS system to go ahead and check his emails and shit, and it's like an actual extra companion. But towards the end, when motherfucker falls in love and all that, like, after he falls in love, he figures out that, you know, she's not the only one that he's talking to. And so, like, he gets all distraught and basically he gets...
So wait, it's not your own personal OS? It's just an OS that
just
everybody
OS.
using?
Yeah.
You using Slut OS?
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
Basically.
I would like Slut OS.
But Slut
That
OS...
everybody
But
using?
That's what a slut is.
Slut OS gets its own little... They have their own little community in the OS community, and they go off and do their own little thing. Just the OSs. And so, like, everybody else that's, you know, out there just waiting for their OSs to come back, basically the OS is left. Like, the motherfuckers just left, and, like, niggas didn't get talked to no more.
These motherfucking
The
computer
operating systems,
talking
yeah.
just
like,
said, fuck
yeah.
this, we ain't doing this no
And
more.
it's like, fuck that, give me my money back, my system broke. Fuck you, are you serious? You just gonna not work no more? I paid for you for this services, and now you just up and leave because you don't like me? Fuck that, come back. Start this shit all over again.
We gotta get out.
Yeah,
of here,
man, I
'cause
gotta
Wayne's
get out of
leave.
here, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut it, but I mean, we did an hour. That's pretty good. Anyway, I'm about to watch that fucking movie now, Kyle, because your synopsis of it is way better than what I thought it was.
Terrible.
Y'all need to go watch Black Mirror.
Oh, yeah, Fat
Crocodile.
Fat
Yes.
Pratt is also in her as well.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Good. Nice. I'll check that out. Anyway, thank y'all for joining us. I was your host, Wayne.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Kevin Smith.
And I'm Adam.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to keep it. That's it.
Bye.